Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? Thanks you guys for tuning in. I'm really excited about this full moon. Wait till we get a load of all the prospects it brings for us, all the expansion. There's a fantastic trine we have with Jupiter and Mars, and I'm going to get into what that is going to do in just a moment. But what this whole reading is going to be about is we have 4 cards to choose from for your pick a card. Feel free to watch more than one or all of them. They're just going to be brief and insightful, and see what messages are coming through, because there's a whole myriad of wonderful things coming in: friendship, protection, happiness, elements of great convention, of change, really a beautiful new perspective, personal power, living our imagination to the fullest. Some really unique things are taking place, and what I'm going to delve into really quickly is what this full moon is bringing. This full moose, this moose, he says, here I come. I'm going to come charging in. I'm just really excited because when we get the positioning of certain things with Mars and Jupiter, it's so expansive, great communication, awesome for socializing, so many great benefits. So I'm just going to talk about those briefly right after I just announced over on my IG, which is SparkWest11. I'm running a whole myriad of spread specials. I like to do these around the full moon because I feel like a lot of clarity comes in usually from the day before to 2 days after. And since it's right on the 20th, so the 19, 20, 21 and 22 has really enhanced major cool energy. I love the channeling right there, so I'm running a lot of these, and one of my favorite ones is the 12 house special, which basically covers everything, all your 12 houses, your money, your health, your relationships, all of that. And every once in a while, I like to just make a compilation of these and have these great specials for you. So if you want to go over to SparkWest11 on IG, the lookbook is in there, and I'm really excited. I want to thank all you guys for following me over there and for your support. It's awesome. So you guys, let's really just tap in quickly to talk about this full moon and what it brings, because oh my gosh, when you get the combination of Virgo along with Pisces, it's amazing. It's like you can get some cosmic awesomeness here, because what we should expect to feel when we combine Pisces and Virgo is we set in motion and we have this drive to function at a really high level, yet while caretaking for ourselves and our endeavors. So basically we become the supernovas of what's going on, what's this rich fantasy life in our head, let me pull it out and make sense of it and turn it into whatever, business deals, artistic endeavors, great communications, reaching out, because a trine is an enhancement of energies. And when we have Mars with Jupiter, we're able to communicate beautifully, we're expansive, we're able to really get to, we create this erudite, beautiful speech habit where people understand what we're saying, but we create a beautiful visual along with it. So if we are doing a public speech, or we're doing something for work where we have to really enunciate and get people involved and get them to feel everything and use their 5 senses, that's a beautiful time. And I feel like it's a whirling dervish of great information that we come in, and we can really implement it in the 3D reality. We can monetize things that were simply thoughts and ideas and creative endeavors before. A lot of artists have this struggle as well. I know for myself, we create something, we're like, well, how do I promote this and talk about it and turn this into whatever, like ideas. I thought it was really interesting that I had quite a few clients that had approached me, and I just realized that it's something that I am going to do, where I do, it's almost like spiritual therapy, because I feel like regular therapy and psychotherapy, sometimes when people go in and they're undergoing change and emotional growth and stuff, that sometimes in a flat kind of one-dimensional therapy session, people start discussing their soulmates, their twin flames, their inward journey, it is hard for certain therapists to conceptualize that and really listen and understand what's going on. So that kind of thing, and things that we make these wild plans in our head, we can start to cement them and make sense out of them. So that being said, you guys, I'm going to let you make your choice, and then we're going to go on to each individual choice and see what is going to be taking place for you. I'm really excited. So we have the 9 of Cups to choose from, perspective, which is the wheel, strength, and the world. And I loved all of these to choose from because they're all unique and kind of happy, great cards anyway. So I'll let you make your choice. And then I'm going to talk about the card that you chose and why it's significant for you as well, because I think that's pretty interesting as well. Okay, my lovely number ones who chose 9 of Cups. For whatever reason, I feel like the majority of you guys chose the world. I'm just curious, if you chose this 9 of Cups, just put a little wave emoji down there. I'm sometimes just curious afterwards what cards draw people in, because if you chose this, it's really unique because 9 of Cups is about getting what you want, wishes fulfilled, happy relationships, satisfaction, great partnerships, physical pleasure, a lot of that. And I'm always curious sometimes intuitively what people are drawn towards, because sometimes it speaks to what not only is coming, but what you're hoping for and wishing for. So let's see in what areas, you guys. Ooh, I'm going to pull 2 for each. Wow, you guys are wands heavy, so we got a lot of passion coming in here, which I love. None of this old grisly, horrid energy of, like oppression and feeling bored or stuck. This is really happy, great energy. So let's talk about Ace of Wands first of all, because this is really fantastic when this comes in. So this can be a million things. This is business, projects, creatives, family, beginnings. Weirdly enough, in some card meanings, it's birth of a son. But most importantly, it's about an exciting time, starting something new, a fantastic and brilliant idea, establishment of a brilliant new business or a plan, a fire in your belly, and a passion from the universe that's not only just like arrived, but it is divinely guided to you. So you feel like, I am implementing this. I'm not going to let this thing sit on a shelf. And if you guys have heard any of my other videos, I talk about this thing. It's called a cosmic frisbee, and I feel like it's just thrown out to a lot of us at one time. Some of us choose to keep it and run with it, and we have a fantastic ride with it, but other people put it down or shelve it, and then somebody else picks that up. That's why sometimes you feel like a whole bunch of books that come out on similar topics, films that are sort of the same era and genre, things like that, because I feel like a cosmic kind of like dozens of these are thrown out, but some people simply go with it, implement it, and ride that wave, because the universe is constantly sending out these big, beautiful, purposeful ideas, but you're going to seize this. Now, what's really unique with this awesome full moon coming in, this energy is super expansive. When we have Jupiter and Mars trining, we have this expansive, fun energy that makes us want to go out and have new experiences, but be able to communicate ideas really brilliantly and beautiful. And so things come to pass a lot quicker. And we feel enthusiastic and super happy about things and optimistic, so things come even faster. Because when we have this King of Wands, this is about someone who comes in. Now, this I feel like is an individual that's going to come into your life. This person is optimistic. They are strong, friendly, funny, charming, a natural leader, and protective, so they want to help you too. And this can also be part of your personality coming out, saying, you know what, I'm going to be like this fearless, intrepid leader. I'm going to go out and ask for what I want from the universe, because this fantastic, glowing idea didn't just come to me for me to put it on a shelf and leave it to get dusty. Like, you're really going to derive a sense of drive and optimism to have focus and follow through in whatever it is. You can monetize it to create wealth in your family. You can bring some poetic justice to other people in an area of your life. This is a great time to bring a spotlight on a cause and get other people on board, because these double wands are, you're so enthusiastic that you're really unstoppable in what you want to do and what you want to take place within this. And I feel like, wow, you guys, you're just going to feel like there's a bunch of things you're going to notice. You're going to be able to, things that used to seem arduous and challenging are going to seem much more simple, because you're going to be absorbed and captivated by the energy and that you're kind of surfing and riding, and you're just going to feel like you're happily bouncing from idea to idea, putting in your pocket, implementing it, and having things be richer and stronger. And you're going to find people more friendly and pleasant and good nature and considerate around you and wanting to help you, because you are imbued with this right now. No more callous and rude or vile people, because you're dumping all of that. Anything that when anybody even comes into your spectrum with that, you're just releasing. So you're going to feel like you just sauntered into like this wealth of great ideas. And also now everything is streamlined. It's like, why does it seem so simple? Why does it seem so easy? It's because you're in flow state and you're really allowing this. And I feel like because this, plenty and numerous opportunities are going to show up for some great things to come in. You know, I just feel like things are going to be very honeyed and easy, and you know, your appeal is really strong right now, and you're going to be able to just surf along. I just feel like this is going to be one of the luckiest times, wishes fulfilled, having everything that you want coming into place. Really beautiful, knowing what's best for you and moving towards it with intention. And intentionality is everything. Because of this, you're going to be able to grasp these things really beautifully. So I love that for you, group one. Beautiful energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And I would love for you to come over to IG and get in on all my reading specials. You know, there'll be a lookbook right there every once in a while. On full moons and new moons, I like to do these because they're really helpful. And I'm just excited because you guys are not going to feel like you're in any sense of disharmony anymore. You just feel like you're in balance and you're ready to roll. Okay, so beautiful group two's perspective in the Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what is happening. Wow, the last group had an ace as well. You guys are just woo. So right away though, you guys, after, you know, just Ace of Cups, the meaning being happiness, fulfillment, new beginnings, oftentimes a new lover or new friendship. A lot of you guys have been wishing and hoping for kindred spirits, people of your ilk, commonality, understanding, depth, whatever it is. I know sometimes people have these wonderful, beautiful instant connections with people, right? And I've had this in my life and I've been really lucky. Unfortunately, people have moved away or they live further away. So on a day to day, it's like we can't catch up and have coffee. But I have a lot of kindred spirits that live out of state, and I can't wait to one day get to meet them. These people are going to be coming in and be close by for you. But let's talk about the beautiful symbology of this dragonfly, because this is coming for you guys. This is change and transformation in a really great way. A lot of you guys already feel this. I would love down below if you put a butterfly emoji, because I'm trying to see really who's making the choices of each card, like what draws them in, because it tells me a lot about that as well. And dragonflies, a lot of you guys feel this, and transformation can be scary because all of a sudden one way that we saw something and it seems so concrete and real just is not how we view it anymore. That could be in friendship. Somebody who once seems like so compatible and lovely and lighthearted, now we see certain facets to them where it's a heavier energy, or vice versa with people because they have breakthroughs. We see things for what they are now with this beautiful Ace of Cups. Joy, lightness of being is very symbolic of a gorgeous dragonflies, which is right in this bottom of this cup, a symbol of the realm of emotions, an invitation to dive deeper into your feelings. Very Piscean energy, and this beautiful full moon is all about this, right? Being on the lookout for illusions, deceit, whether it's external or personal. Sometimes, you know, we can be deceiving ourselves, thinking, oh no, this person's all right, they're okay, you know, they're just, these little red flags are no big deal. Like, we're no longer allowing that, and we're going to make sense of that. This is wonderful connection with nature, spirits, and fairy realms are going to start to take place. This happens with a screen I'm looking at right now. I love having these in the backdrop, little fireflies and fairies everywhere. I definitely, when I go in my yard, woo, man, I feel that energy right away. I feel lighter, I feel ebullient, I feel like things are really ethereal. I have a lot of light catchers and things in my backyard. Crickets, plus I basically have the Bronx Zoo in my backyard. If you guys have ever seen any of my videos over on IG, I have a full family of turkeys, 4 turkeys that come in and I feed them, and they're hilarious, and they hang out and they sit in the shade. Cats are no longer afraid of them. I have raccoons that come and sit down with the cats on the doorstep at night. I don't know what the hell is going on there. I think it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I have my crow Merlin, who shows up every day. Moonbeam's a black cat, just came into my life, you know, about a year ago, and just is in my yard every day and likes to sit on the little rideable lawnmower shades. There's lots of places for them to hang out. I'm pretty sure they have no owner, or the owner abandoned them. because she waits for me to come and hang out with her, and she's so loving and I love her, but I have a whole cacophony of craziness. So anyway, you guys, getting back to this is something that's going to be happening. You're going to feel connections, you're going to hear things, you're going to see pops of light. Comment down below if every once in a while you go out or you're in a forest or at the beach and you see these like little pops of light, or you see a lot of dragonflies. That is your animal totem. This is the spirit realm trying to get in touch with you, letting you know you're protected and guided, and all this beauty and magic is coming for you too, which I love. Now let's talk about this Knight of Pentacles. This is associated with Virgo and is perfectionist and stubborn and is a hard worker and want plans to have the last detail. Guess what this full moon is all about? Virgo, also along with Pisces combination here, which is nice because all these beautiful emotional dreamy states that we have, we can pull into reality, we can organize, we can formulate a plan really beautifully. It's about working hard to reach your dreams, possibly needing to toil through a little bit of drudgery to get there. Sometimes paperwork, it could be anything from visas to licenses to all of this, but you're going to do it, and you're going to do it beautifully, because this Ace of Cups is saying the universe is going to help you and deliver this on a silver platter. Success is most likely, especially when we have a tried and tested route. We already know what works. That means abandon too fancy. Let's be simplistic here, and you're going to be very efficient and methodical and get things done very wisely and smartly, and you're not going to overwhelm yourself, which I love. You know, I feel like you're going to have the energy and the optimism to do what you need to do. You're going to take like fearless action when it's necessary and cut through all the garbage. And I feel like one of the neat things that's going to be happening for you too is like you're going to have gorgeous insights to your intentions. Why do you want this specific thing or move in this direction? And then the aha moment, because this is what I want. I want new companions. I want new friends. I want to form new relationships with deep, rich, thinking, soulful people. And because of that, that's exactly what's going to take place for you guys. Love this for you. If you're new to my channel, welcome you guys. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. It really, really helps me. I'd love for you to come over on IG. It's Sparkrist11. I do daily posts. I have a lot of information over there, astrology, numerology, all kinds of fun things. And a lot of specials I'm going to be running with this full moon for you guys to get some insights of what's taking place, because sometimes I feel like through the power of suggestion we can move a muscle, change a thought, and go in the direction that we're meant to. It's very easy to get in a rut. I understand that I have to change and and kind of force myself to drive a different way to somewhere, to go to a new town, to do reads in different areas, so I can remember that my world is much bigger, and that's what you're going to be seeing as well. So okay, my lovely group 3, let's see what's happening for you guys too. If you chose this Strength card, I'd love for you to put like a little cat or lion emoji. I'm really curious as to what pulls someone's attention, because it speaks, it definitely speaks volumes what cards, words, and numbers attract us to. Sometimes we don't even know unbeknownst. Sometimes it's the lion. Sometimes it could be that quiet symbol in the backdrop. Sometimes it could be the image of the person, whatever it is. So I'm really curious, because with the Strength card, I love this because this is representative, of our powerful self, of things that we can get done. This is action, bravery, caring for others. So I feel like a lot of people instinctually drawn to help other people. This card is important. Tolerance, responsibility, really, really finding your inner strength right now. But people that choose this card usually have a strong sense of responsibility. They're usually a caretaker for somebody. It could be somebody who's disabled, special needs. They just are the glue that holds their family together as well. So comment down below if this really resonates with you. And let's see what's going to be taking place. Wow, you guys have Justice and the High Priestess. So I'm loving this. So what's coming for you guys with this new moon, and what you're going to be able to effectively concentrate on is commitments, contracts. It's about court cases, equality, getting what you deserve, laws, orderliness, having things being placed. So if you have something that's in the works in a court case, I feel like this is definitely going to be coming out in your favor. It could be winning, money. It could be things going in your favor, custody, whatever it is, things really working out in your favor. But also contracts going in your favor, but also saying have a really good perusal over any business contracts that come your way as well. And you making really great decisions. You kind of like putting things on the scale and going, well, if I do this, I can have less of this, or if I do less of this, I can have more of that. Setting your intention towards whatever goals you want to achieve and being able to do it brilliantly with this High Priestess, because the High Priestess helps you really organize stuff and get what you want and feel happy and have success in this and make really good decisions too. I feel like, you know, the High Priestess knows the direction you should go in, and when you kind of silence that ego, that energy comes in a lot more, and you feel more satisfied in your choices because you realize intuitively we always know what's best for us and what's good for us, but we shut it out with our ego. So you're going to be pushing forward, and for some of you guys, you're going to have a huge victory and triumph when it comes to some kind of business endeavor or some kind of legal endeavor. And also for you, some of you guys that have been waiting to be maybe published, noticed, or something to come through finally is going to come through for you, you know. And I feel like you're going to be really protected from fraud, failure, or bad luck with this Justice and High Priestess, because you really see it coming, you feel it, and you can head it off at the pass. So you're going to be in a really good situation to take advantage of things. It's like you have an understanding with the universe, and you're also going to have this kind of captivating, thrilling energy about you that's very magnetic towards other people. This High Priestess is really good-natured and considerate, and brings in a lot of like-minded people. So you feel like, oh, what once took a lot of like strife is effortless now. You're able to implement ideas. It goes from your head down on paper into the 3D very efficiently and effectively. Again, this gorgeous Virgo energy helps us capitalize on our ideas and be able to, boom, it's like the fermentation process is really sped up, and then it comes out and it comes into fruition. So what can seem like ethereal and dreamy in that Piscean emotional state now comes in, and you're like, I know how to format that into a business deal. I know how to format that into an effective speaking engagement. I know how to, whatever, you're able to communicate absolutely brilliantly right now. So if you have somebody you want to talk to and they usually are very argumentative, or they seem to always come out on top because they just powerhouse you, you're now able to just quietly and effectively listen and then just boom, knock it out of the park. So now is a really great time because you have this beautiful wisdom and insight on life, and you're not bothered by the petty. You're not bothered by other people, that you see them for what they are, and now you have more compassion instead of animosity, like, oh my god, this person's so aggravating. You have compassion for them, so you're able to like supersede all those childish things, like where we want to lash out and get back or come out on top. We just release the ego, get in flow state. So you're going to find yourself winning and being really effective in any kind of business, argument, whatever it is. You're just da-da. I don't like to say argument, I like to say encounter, because there are people out there that do want to turn into an argument, but you're not going to allow that. So it'll just be an encounter, and you're going to come out on top really beautifully. So I love that for you. Also gaining insights to who is really true blue for you and who's really going to help you and wants to see you succeed, as opposed to somebody who just wants to like garner and use your resources. So really applied wisdom in that too, which I love. Go through gorgeous. So if you're new to my channel, welcome you guys. Thank you so much for coming in. My name is Melanie Williams. I'd love for you to come over to my IG. It's Sparkwest11. Get in on all the special jewelry sales and the great reading specials that I'm doing. I mean, I like to do those around full moons. I just feel like it's a good time to channel and have a lot of great reads and a lot of new insights. So love and light. And lucky number 4, I would love for you guys to just put like a little planet or circle emoji down below if this is your choice. It really helps me gain insight onto who's choosing what cards, because sometimes it's the imagery, sometimes it's a word, it's numeric, it's all kinds of things. So it's out of personal curiosity. And I would just love to know, because I had a inkling that the majority of the people were going to choose the World or Strength cards, and it's just something I'm curious about. So thanks, you guys. Let's see what's going to be taking place. Let's get your 2 cards. Oh, we got the Page of Cups and the Star, which I love. But let's talk about the World for a minute. This is about success, good endings, achievements, union, your yearnings coming to fruition, a beautiful journey. And, you know, no more delay, no more little problems. I just feel like it's an opportunity for change, and all offers that come in are good. Like, you're going to feel this because of the Star card. Also embellishes this with, you know, getting what you want, wishes fulfilled, happy relationships, wonderful things, all of that. But let's talk about the Page, because inspiration is going to be flying in from everywhere for you guys. but with so much fresh energy, it's almost difficult to decide where to start. You're going to be so excited with this new moon, fresh approach to everything, because you feel like I am literally getting an avalanche of offers and wishes coming true and people coming in and circumstances that benefit me in so many ways that I'm having a hard time really grasping this. This really is what this energy is. When you get the World, the Star, and the Page of Cups, it's amazing. You're not only going to succeed in making ends meet financially, you're going to be able to have money coming in. All the pressure is going to be released with this. You're going to stay connected to friends and lovers and people and harness new ideas, and no more delays in breaking stuff down, no more unrealistic goals. And if they seem unrealistic, you can break them down into smaller pieces and get them done. Simplify to amplify. And my thing is, I reduce to produce. That's like my saying. As soon as I start getting ahead of myself, I'm like, reduce to produce. Like if I start pulling out all my beads and all my amulets and all my stuff to try to create, I overwhelm myself. I get too many. I just have too much going on. So I'm like, today I'm going to work in rose quartz and gold, and I'll pull out those things. Then I can simplify and then amplify. So that's what you're going to be doing, because this group, wow, your commitments, your contracts, all of this are going to be going through with flying colors, things going beautifully. I feel like you're going to remain strong in everything that's going on, high adaptability. You're going to be on the lookout for things that you can really diversify into, because I feel like the page brings us messages of, okay, where are we also lacking a little fulfillment? Where do we feel like we need a little juice and a little spice, and pulling that in? I get my ideas, weirdly enough, through words. I will go on Pinterest, I'll go on Word of the Day, and I'll just get a whole plethora of vocabulary words, and I'll just flood all this stuff, and I'll take screenshots and I'll look at these words, and then these words imbue me with a sense and a vibrancy, and I get excited. And I usually go for the positive ones, because I'll remember where is my life lacking mystery? Like, am I doing too much of one thing and not going into new environments and creating and learning about mystery? Am I not going to new parks, new beaches, and new places that incite this kind of like wild frenzy of artistry and creativity in my life? That's where you're going to be headed. Like, what can inspire me? I love this too, because I feel like some of you guys might have just had an end of a relationship and there's some anguish, but right now you are going to bounce back from this and realize, with something we have to experience, and we have to make connections to realize they aren't for us. This is, and kind of disavow that kind of energy. It can be cloying energy, it can be childish energy, it can be whatever it is, you're releasing it. And that's for a couple of you that just came in, but a lot of you guys are going to be starting something new. It's a very exciting time, because these ideas are like gold. They are absolute gold. And you're like, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. Push this, spark this stuff. And now this little ember is going to go into an inferno. And you're going to take off. People are going to be jumping on board. They're going to want to collaborate. They're going to see the sheer genius that is you. And they are just going to want to help you evolve into this kind of like supernova. It's almost like that person that is a novice at something. And then you just get this dream person that like shows you all the doors and windows and opportunities, and you're like, wow, I didn't even know that existed. That's why I feel like words really help inspire me, because it's the key that opens the next door, and then my mind and in my imagination I get a theory about something, and then I'm able to evoke a feeling, which is usually motivation, and that's what's going to entice you as well. You're going to be enticed into these realms that you thought weren't even available to you. I mean, sheer magic, sheer just fortitude to push forward, no doubts, no fear, feeling confident, feeling beautiful, feeling magical. And you deserve this. You absolutely deserve this. Know that you're a high value person. Repeat that to yourself. I'm high value and I'm worth. There's billions of dollars in the world. Why shouldn't I have millions of them? There's gazillion ideas. Why shouldn't I have a whole bucket load that I can turn into gold? And that's actually what's going to be taking place for you. Especially when you try in this Jupiter energy with this fantastic Mars, you're able to communicate your ideas and have this effortless flow, which is wonderful. And I love that for you. Gorgeous group 4. Again, remember, put a little globe emoji or a smiley face down below if you chose this group, because I'm really curious. And let me know too, are you feeling this energy? Do you feel like you're lifting, like you're floating, and you're kind of above your problems right now, and something miraculous is coming for you? Because I'm excited for you guys. So that's you, group 4. Beautiful energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. It really, really helps me. My name is Melanie Williams, and I want to thank you so much. And I want to thank people that came over to Patreon to support my channel and checked out what it was all about. I would absolutely love for you guys to come over to Sparkrist11 on my IG. I do daily posts and memes and ideas and anything that I think for mental health or insight or astrology, whatever it is that I think is beautiful, helpful, or helps us grow, I post over there. But I also have an amazing lookbook that I'm about to upload that has to do with a lot of reading specials. My favorite is your full house reads, where you get everything from your relationships to financial to spiritual to everything. So I'm really, really excited about that. So you guys, brilliant energy. I feel like above all, this is like, you people are going to be 10 out of 10 on the scoreboard, and I'm loving it for you. So love and light.